Will be the show's coverage and Marlins Park in Miami. A good matchup here for you tonight between the New York Yankees and the Miami Marlins. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Jose Fernandez, the Cuban-born right-hander, will be on the mound to start. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's been great his entire career. Career ERA in the low 2s. Every time out, keeps his team in the ball game, gives them a good outing. I expect to see the same here in this one.
Standing in, the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury. So we are ready for baseball.
Center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
7 o'clock.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And he'll scramble back to first safely.
Well, you know, this is a guy who's going to come right at you, even when he's got you down in the count 0-2. Right here he's thinking punch out. But this one bites off a little bit too much of that strike zone, and he squanders that advantage in the count by serving up an 0-2 single to the first batter he faces.
Here's Brett Gardner now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
And here you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. High in the air and deep down the left field line. Ozuna on the run. 1 out. On to first, a double play. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, I think what they need is a little bit more consistent with runners in scoring position.
Carlos Beltran gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike. 0-1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is Yelich. Gone! A solo shot here for Carlos Beltran, as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Wow, that inning didn't really look like it was going anywhere, but if the first 2 guys don't get on in front of them, that's when they're swinging for the trees. When guys are on in front of them, they shorten down and try to go for the base hit, but a big solo shot right there with 2 outs.
Batting 4.
Here's the first baseman, Mark Teixeira now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The home run estimated at 414 feet officially. Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot off the bat of Mark Teixeira. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Batting fifth.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Check swing grounder to the right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Yankees lead it 2-0. Nate Eovaldi, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's been what you would call a 4th or 5th starter. Got a career ERA of over 4, but he will give you innings, and he is dependable.
D. Gordon comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Marlins, second baseman, D. Gordon.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. And A-Rod will look this one in for the first out. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Steve, what's the key for him here tonight?
Well, I think they have to understand where they're playing. This is a great pitcher's ballpark, so you're not going to go out there trying to hit the light towers with everything you swing at. Make solid contact, move the line, and play a little bit more small ball.
In now, Christian Yelich, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Sent on the ground out to second. Castro has it. Throw gets him. 2 down. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Giancarlo Stanton gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a pretty fair umpire. Sometimes a pitcher will get a call in the corners, but he rarely has people barking at him about a strike zone.
On the ground to the left side. A-Rod gloves it. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. Miami down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman, makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
First pitch on its way. And this is taken for a strike by the 40-year-old veteran. No balls and a strike. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side, and taken in out there for the first out. And with that, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch Christian Yelich in this one. Very athletic, a wiry type of guy that gets very good jumps, has a good arm as well. We'll see if he makes an impact defensively in this one.
Now to the plate, Starlin Castro. He'll get to take his first. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Batting in, shortstop,
Didi Gregorius into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Yelich is under it. And that retires the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Justin Bour, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Justin Bour.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Gregorius has it. A quick out number one.
Batting fifth, third baseman,
Martin Prado steps in now. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Working quickly now as the splitter's in there. 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Taken in by Gregorius. Throw gets him. 2 down.
batting sixth, left fielder,
Marcell Ozuna gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Grounded up the first baseline. Teixeira's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More to come from Marlins Park right after this. Nate Eovaldi set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
And they start him out away with a cold strike. This is in the air out to right field. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
Jacoby Ellsbury will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game.
That really got this ball club going. When your leadoff guy gets on like that, kind of just fuels the momentum. Everybody starts to hit.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. And don't quite know what was going on there, but he's into first base safely.
Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. He didn't even want to swing at this pitch. You see him try to hold up, but winds up working out for him.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Squared that one up just a little late. And Ellsbury's running. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ozuna giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. On to first, and they get the double play. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Yankees are out in front, 2-0. JT Realmuto will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Left side. And a throw onto first by A-Rod is in time, 1 away.
Batting 8, the shortstop,
Adeiny Echeverria stands in for the first time. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gardner is there. And that's the second out of the inning.
batting 9, pitcher,
Jose Fernandez will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1, 2, 3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First delivery to him on the way. Tap fouled at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They're down 2-0. Carlos Beltran will start things out here for the Pinstripers, to be followed by Mark Teixeira on deck.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, there's another first pitch strike right there, and you know, he's gotten ahead of every single batter he's faced so far, and that's a big reason why he's getting these good results.
And he falls behind 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Stanton is there. One down. Stepping in, Mark Teixeira, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, and this is his power side from the left side. He's got quite a bit more pop in that bat hitting left-handed.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
Swing there and pops this one up. He'll take this in without much trouble, and two are gone here to start the fourth.
The catcher, number 34, Brian McCann.
Brian McCann will dig in now. The American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Fastball called for strike two.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch. But as a number 5 hitter, I think you need to make something happen.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Stanton coming on. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Bombers, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. D. Gordon will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Well, D. Gordon is one of the good guys, Matt. He created a charity called Flash of Hope to help kids who had a parent pass away as a result of domestic abuse, a cause near and dear to his heart.
And he set down, 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder,
Christian Yelich stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. In there at the knees, strike one. Good curveball, strike two.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And the Marlins are into the hit column. There's their first base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling two all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Pickoff move to second. Runners back.
Just checking.
Now a spin and another throw back to second, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Giancarlo Stanton now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. One out and a runner on second base. A throw behind the runner at second. Don't want to forget about him. The 0-1 pitch. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Here's the 0-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
Boy, at the very least, if you're going to go down swinging. That's a tough way to make a second out when you've got a runner in scoring position.
Stepping in now, Justin Bohr, as he'll swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. Beltran has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back to South Florida following this. Alex Rodriguez will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Check swing as he pops this one onto the right side. Bohr is there to put this one away, so a good job of getting A-Rod on just one pitch.
Second baseman,
Starlin Castro in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
First pitch coming, here it is. In there, no balls and a strike.
Well, you see his pitch count on your screen right there. That's not a mistake. He's been loving those first pitch outs, that's for sure.
Stanton's going to come over for a look, but he won't have a play. It's a foul ball. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Hit the other way out toward right field. Stanton has a play. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
now batting, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Didi Gregorius is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, strike one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, and if you've got him to look at the first pitch up there, why not throw it again? Also let her high. That puts him in a quick 0-2 hole.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. Bohr ranging into shallow right, and that's the third out. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. Martin Prado will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. High pop-up. And this is taken in for out number 1.
Now batting.
A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Now at the plate, Marcell Ozuna. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Chopped toward the second baseman. Castro's got it. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home fifth.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
JT Realmuto stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air out to right. On the move is Beltran. And the inning is over. Miami down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Nate Eovaldi indeed will bat for himself here with his guys up by 2 here in inning number 6. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Stanton. 1 away. So 1 gone in the inning now for Jacoby Ellsbury.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
At the knees, strike 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Ozuna is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
Left fielder,
Brett Gardner stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Foul toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Checked his swing there and pops this one up. Gordon is there to make the catch in the side, but they're on top 2-0. Adeiny Echeverria will come in now to start things out here in their half of the sixth as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Grounded back up the middle. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Cole Gillespie will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Now a move over to first, and the runner will get back standing.
Keeping him close.
And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, but the runner's back easily.
Simple throw over there.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Again to first, but he's back in safely. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1.
The batter,
Third strikeout for him now. Got him out front a little bit here. He winds up turning this pitch over nicely, and he gets him to swing right through it.
Out of the Yankee dugout now is Joe Girardi as he'll head toward the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Dylan Betances will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already 1 out in the inning.
Dylan Betances.
Here's D. Gordon now. Snap throw from the catcher. And he saw it coming that time, back in standing. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. That evens it up, 1-1. Betances is ready, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Snap throw from the catcher, but he's back in standing. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy up, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
In is Christian Yelich. Again to first. Not in time.
No, he's in there.
Now a throw over to first, just keeping him close.
Keeping an eye on him.
Here's the 0-1. Chop foul right at home plate. The 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Marlins leave one. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back to South Florida. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Brad Hand is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Brad Hand.
Carlos Beltran will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. In the air to straightaway right. Stanton on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. The first baseman, Mark Teixeira, strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And that's in there for strike one.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. But this will land foul shy of the wall. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Here's the ball hit high in the air and fairly deep toward the right field corner. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Brian McCann will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Here comes the first pitch. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Back goes Ozuna. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we return. It's the Yankees 2 and the Marlins nothing. And there now is Giancarlo Stanton. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Betances sets. First pitch on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Now a step off as they try to get on the same page. To 2-2 now. Full count, 3-2.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
Hard to do much better than this. I mean, here are the only 3 batters he's faced since coming on. Strikeout, strikeout, and strikeout. Boy, that is flat dealing there.
Standing in now, Justin Bohr, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
4 straight strikeouts now since coming on out of the bullpen. He's been pretty much unhittable since he's entered the game.
Martin Prado will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Starts him out with the knuckle curve, and he swings through it for strike 1.
And that man right there, he's got to figure out some kind of combination to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
Now the 0-1. This is in the air out to left field. Gardner moves over. And that ends the inning. A-Rod will lead it off when we get back. It's the Yankees 2 and the Marlins nothing. And there indeed is Alex Rodriguez now. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Alex Rodriguez.
And he gets ahead 0-1. They'll ride the hot hand on the mound as this man will stay out there after the 1-2-3 inning last time around.
And the more important set of numbers is that he got that 1, 2, 3 against the guys hitting in the middle of the lineup 3, 4, and 5. So now as a reward, he'll get to match up with the bottom portion of the lineup here.
Ready with the 0-2. High and deep to right center field. Yelich going back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Again, same thing. You've just got to love the approach of these guys. These hitters are staying on the baseball and going the other way, and he hits this ball a ton. And I think he can't believe that this one didn't get out of here like some of the others did.
Here's Starlin Castro. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Fly ball heading for the alley. After it is Yelich. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. The relay. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game.
Deja vu here to start off the inning. You get a double to lead things off, followed by another double here. And they get a quick run as one guy will just replace the other at second base.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Ozuna is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
And boy, that is a hard one to fathom right there. I get that you want to give yourself a good head start at second base, but this ball looked like it was going to be caught all the way, so that winds up a pretty costly double play.
Rob Refsnyder will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 64, Rob Refsnyder.
Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Again, he sends. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. And Stanton will put this one away, and the inning is over. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's now 3-0 New York. Marcell Ozuna will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Out in front of it, strike one. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. To short. Gregorius is there. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, we've seen winning rallies get started with less than this. This is going to be an infield single all the way, and now they're in business with the leadoff man on base to start this inning.
JT Realmuto will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Snap throw from the catcher, but he gets back in time. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And a rather easy first out.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Adeiny Echeverria will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. On the ground up the middle. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Chris Johnson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 12, Chris Johnson.
Hit out towards second. Gloved by Castro. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for Miami. They trail it here 3-0. Mike Dunn will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Jacoby Ellsbury, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Ozuna is there, 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
The left fielder, number 11.
Brett Gardner stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is hit high and deep out to left. Ozuna ranging back. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Carlos Beltran strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First offering on its way. Right there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a bouncing ball, foul. Here it comes on 0-2. Hit in the air out to center field. Yelich will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Chasen Shreve will come on now trying to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
45. Chasen Shreve.
D. Gordon will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
Yeah, and whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Oh, and that is right there for strike 2.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, it's been a long afternoon for this guy. A couple of strikeouts to go along with that 0 for 4, but you know there's going to be better days ahead for this guy because he can play.
Christian Yelich will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Too high. 1-2. Grounded to third. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and the Marlins are now down to their final out of the game.
The right fielder, number 27,
Giancarlo Stanton makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Two out, nobody on. Taken, called strike two, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. One strike from the shutout. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, you know, this game kind of felt like it could have been played back in 1968. Very well played, very low scoring, very quick game, too. I'll tell you, I could go for a few more of these this year. That'd be okay by me.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top 3-0. Good night from Miami.